Hello everyone. So I have no idea if this is going to be the start of a new vlog or the middle or end of my other one. I've been kind of stuck on what to do because everything I've filmed so far leading up to today, so everything so far this year, I've not been very happy with. It just hasn't been the most exciting vlog. So to be honest, this might be the beginning of a new one. Maybe I will include clips of things we've gotten up to before this point, but yeah, I don't know. I've been very I don't know what to do. I've been meaning to get a video up for a while, so if this is the start of a new one, I'll be a little behind, but that's okay. And tonight is really nice because Tom and I are treating my mother and father-in-law out for an Italian dinner, which I'm very much looking forward to. And I'll show you my outfit. And you know what's funny? I feel like when I put on an outfit, when I outfit repeat, so to speak, I realize why I fell in love with that outfit in the first place. You know what I mean? Like if I wore this, a similar outfit to this, not exactly the same, but this piece, which you will see in a minute, I've worn it a couple times before and I've forgotten how much I love it. And so this is your reminder to not be afraid to be an outfit repeater, because I think it's good to remind yourself why you fell in love with certain pieces, why you bought them in the first place. Some work is going on outside right now, so I really hope that that's not drowning me out. But anyway, I want to just quickly say a few things that we've gotten up to so far this year in case, again, this is the start of a new video. My mother-in-law got us tickets to the ballet, and we got to go see the Nutcracker, which I love ballet. I used to do ballet when I was younger. It's something I've been actually wanting to get back into, but I'll save that for another time. And it was my first time seeing the Nutcracker ballet, and it was beautiful. I was so grateful that we were able to go together and have a bit of bonding time, and just to enjoy something like that was so lovely. It is noisy outside. This is what I mean. It's either noises outside or I don't like what I filmed or whatever. We're pushing forward, we're moving through, because this I'm going to post. I just need to get it out there. I need to post it. So basically, yeah, we really enjoyed the Nutcracker ballet. It's something I've wanted to see my whole life, and yeah, just so grateful that we were able to do that, grateful for the opportunity. Tom and I have also had some really wholesome days out lately, and I think that's what January is all about. I feel like January is all about wholesome days out and embracing the cold, and yes, it's also about staying in, but when you do go out and brave the cold, it's just about bundling up, not really caring too much about putting in a ton of effort. You just bundle up, stay warm, and get some fresh air. Sometimes it's really nice to be outside and go for a walk in the cold, because that crisp air in your lungs, there's just something about that feels very fresh and needed at this time of year. I can't explain it. But I've really enjoyed our winter walks so far this year, but I am really looking forward to spring. I'm not gonna lie, winter's not my favorite time of year. We did just go through a really cold snap as well earlier this month, which was not fun, but it's over now. We're back to kind of normal UK cold, which is fine by me. I'd rather this, to be honest, than a cold snap. We have also had a couple nice meals out, cozy meals at the pub, and farm shop meals. It's just been a lovely start to the year for me personally. So yeah, it's been great. And also I have been reading nonstop, you guys. Reading has become my life, and it's been so exciting. So I want to start by talking about some books that I have read this year and books I plan to read upcoming. All right. This book was trending all over TikTok a while back. It's The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. As you know, I read this one in November, I think. Maybe it was December. And then for Christmas, I got the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. I loved it. I read this. It was my first read of 2025, and I loved it. I actually loved it more than The Pumpkin Spice Cafe, but it's all this cute little series from Lori Gilmore, and it's the Dream Harbor series. And I already have the next book in this series ready to go, which is The Christmas Tree Farm. I should have read it at Christmas time, but I'm still gonna read it even though we're in mid-January now. I don't really care about that kind of thing. I'm definitely reading that. But before I get to that one, I have to talk about a series that I just started and have been obsessed with, you guys. So where do I even begin? So again, this was my first read of 2025, and then I went to a charity shop with Tom. And I used to not be a big reader, so I would go to charity shops looking for clothing. these days I'm all about books, okay? I mean, I'm still looking at clothing, but I have been looking at the books at charity shops, and I don't know why I never did this before, because I found 3 books that I've been wanting to read. They were on my TBR list, and they were all $1.50 each. Okay, I was freaking out. So I got Yellowface, which was I think this was like a really popular book last year. It just came out last year, I think, and I've heard great things about it. My friend Katie recommended it as well, or at least I know she bought it when we were together in Bath one time. And so it's the gold version of the book, which is really cool, and I've just heard great things about it. As you know, I'm really into my romance books, but this will be a bit different for me, but I'm really looking forward to reading it. It sounds so cool. Also at that same charity shop, I got Once Upon a Broken Heart, which is the first book in a series. I think it's 3 books. They had the second one there, and I don't know why I didn't get it. It was $1.50. I should have just bought it, but I was like, well, what if I don't like it? I'm sure I'm gonna love this, you guys. I've heard great things. It's a beautiful romance. I think it's getting into the world of fantasy, which I'm normally not. I haven't really read any fantasy books, but I'm kind of curious to see what it'll be like. So I haven't started this one yet, and I'll explain why. And the last book I got from that charity shop for $1.50 was Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. You guys, I read this in like 3 or 4 days. It's a big romance book. There's like 500 and something pages, or no, almost 500 pages in this book. And I read this in 3 to 4 days. Can I just say, I was obsessed. I loved this book, and I knew that because I got it for $1.50 at a charity shop, I was like, oh no, because this is a series of 3 books, and I was like, well, now I need to read the other 2. I can't just read this one and move on. I'm the kind of reader, and I don't know if anyone else is like this, if I start one book in a series, I need to finish that. If I loved it, then I need to finish that series. I can't move on to a different series or a new book or a new storyline, even if it's the same author. Like, I need to finish that series before I can move on. I get so emotionally attached to books and storylines and characters that I cannot say goodbye until it is over. So I read this one, loved it so much, and then I had to order the other 2 on Amazon. So I did have to pay a bit more for them, obviously. This one was like £5 and this one was maybe $8. So, Things We Hide from the Light, I just finished this one last night. Bawled like a baby at the end of it. It was like late last night. I kind of got off my new schedule for it, but I had to finish it and I was crying. It was so good. I think the first one was still my favorite of the 2, but I loved this one, and I think the epilogue is what got me. Oh my goodness, you guys. And now today, I read that one in like 3 to 4 days, and now today I have started Things We Left Behind. I think this one's gonna kill me. I swear, this one's going to be, I need to emotionally prepare myself. I've started it already. Haven't gotten very far, but I love it already, and I've just heard great things. I've heard some people say this one's their favorite in the series, so I cannot wait. But I love an interconnected like series. Does that make sense? Aren't all series interconnected? But whatever. It's like the same friend group, same family type of situation, and I cannot, you guys. I love these characters like I know them, and I plan to do a whole YouTube video reviewing these books, spoiler free, so keep an eye out. Maybe that could even be my next video if I can read this one in good time, but I don't rush. It's just I love these books, so I've gotten through them so quickly. So I had to share the excitement over that. I just love them so much. Anyway, I think I need to stop rambling, so I'm going to show you my outfit, and I'm just waiting on Tom to get home from work so that we can head out to a lovely Italian dinner. So let me show you my outfit. Alright, hopefully it's not blurry and you can see this. So this is a skirt, actually. It's not a skirt. If you can see, it is a skirt. I bought this at Zara when I was in Paris a few years ago on my study abroad trip, and I still love this skirt so much. See, it's a skirt. It's so cute, you guys. I love it. It's sparkly and just beautiful with the little buttons, and I love a skirt, you guys, because it just saves so much trouble. And like, I'm not a huge lover of mini skirts unless you do have like shorts under it or it's a skirt. So I love a skirt. You never have to worry about anything. I'm also wearing these tights. These are from M&S. I had to actually buy some new tights because all the ones I had last year are like snagged or they're not looking very good. But actually, this is my first time wearing them, and so far they seem like really great quality. I will try and link them below, and I'm going to talk about them later in the video, but I love them. And now on top, I'm just wearing this beautiful black turtleneck. This is from Reese, and it's 100% cotton, and it's super comfortable, and I love it. It's actually my first time wearing it, you guys, and I think I showed this to you in a vlog last year. I'm wearing it, okay? I'm wearing it now, and that's what matters. So I love it so much. It's nice because you can tuck it into things. It's not like a super thick material. It's just cotton, and you can layer this up so well. So I love that. And for my jewelry, I kept it simple today. I'm just wearing my gold Raquel Fossil watch, which I don't know if you can see that, hopefully. And then these beautiful little earrings from Caitlin Minimalist. So that is the look. Actually, I have a little bag to go with it, my little Mario Valentino shoulder bag, which is really cute for evenings out. And I'm just gonna wear some little black ankle boots with it, I think. And in this video, besides me rambling, I want to include a little bit of a haul for you. Now, I have been doing really well with not shopping lately, and everything I bought this month was pretty much not using my own money, and I'll explain that later. But I've done a really good job of not going crazy, especially with clothing this month. I bought some books that were super cheap. Other than that, like, I've been doing really good. So I'm gonna head to dinner soon, and I will show you those things in the coming days. And I'm not sure what else will be in this video because I've already rambled on so much, but that's okay. We're going with it. Hello everyone. So, I filmed a clip in the car yesterday talking to the camera and I didn't like how it turned out. So, I'm gonna briefly explain what we got up to yesterday. So yesterday we went into Bath, which was so nice because I haven't been to Bath probably since September. I was in the US for a few months, like as you know. So it was so nice to go back. It wasn't the sunniest day, but it didn't rain. So for me, that was a win. So I still enjoyed it. It was obviously Tom and me, and we just had such a great day together. I want to end this video talking about our time in Bath and with a bit of a haul for you. But like I said, I've been doing really well with not spending my own money or buying like a bunch of clothing this month. So far, I've been really good with that. But yeah, Bath yesterday was amazing. So we actually started the day off by going to a place called Leighton House, which is a guest house in Bath, or kind of like right outside of Bath. It's like not in the city center, kind of right outside, but you can walk into town from there. And the reason we went there was because we have been interacting with them on Instagram. They've been interacting with our content. We've been liking theirs. And so we sent them a DM asking if we can have breakfast there. Now, we weren't planning on staying there, like spending the night there. It is a beautiful guest house though, so I'll link it below. Definitely recommend if you're coming to Bath, want a place to stay. It's not the cheapest place to stay, but it's not the most expensive either. So like, you know, that's whatever you decide. But I will link it below. We definitely recommend it. So we just asked if we could come in for breakfast. You know, they've been very generous with their likes on Instagram, and we just thought we might as well check it out, and they said yes. I'd imagine they don't have many people coming in off their street being like, can I have breakfast? But we just thought we'd try it, and they were very generous and very kind. Bella is the owner, and we didn't get to meet her, but we've been in touch with her. And everything was lovely. It was a beautiful, beautiful space, so comfortable, light and airy, and the decor was beautiful. The breakfast, like the whole room where you have breakfast, was stunning, so we got to enjoy that. It was nice and quiet in there. It felt romantic. And I had the eggs royale, and Tom had was it a vegetarian full English breakfast, I think, which was really cool. And they had other things there like pastries, they had yogurt, they had toast and things like that. They had juice, and it was lovely. So it was a 10 out of 10 breakfast. We really enjoyed it. And again, we really enjoyed being in that space. We took photos and got more content. So yeah, check out my Instagram to see more of that. And then after that, we just spent some time in town. More than clothing, I was really on the hunt for books. I was hoping that I would find some books at charity shops that were super cheap. I did buy a book, which I will show you in a minute. And there was another book that I found recently when we went to a National Trust property. There was a bookstore, and I even got a book from there for £1. I donated £1 for it and got it. So there were 2 books on my TBR that I now own, which I'm excited about. And then, yeah, we went into some of my favorite shops. We didn't go too crazy. We did buy some things though, so I'm going to share those with you. But yeah, and then other than that, we had a lunch at Robun, which is a Japanese restaurant in Bath. We've been before because we won a competition with them, and we invited a couple of our friends, and that was like early last year, I think, almost a year ago now, and we all had a bento box. But this time, Tom actually, as a Christmas gift, he got me a voucher that, well, it wasn't a voucher. He paid like half price. This is hard to explain. So he paid £25, but we got to spend 50. So he only paid 25, but we got to spend £50 worth of food. Was that English? I don't think so. You get the picture. Anyway, we had an amazing meal. We both had ramen noodles. I had the grilled chicken ramen, and Tom had like a pork ramen. Phenomenal. So good. And then we both got dessert. We had the chocolate torte, and it was phenomenal. So it covered the whole thing, and we really enjoyed that. Such a cool vibe in there. I love the decor and just the overall feel of it in there. The interior is really awesome. So if you're in Bath, Robun is another place we definitely recommend going to if you're a fan of Japanese food. It was so great. I think of like my siblings, and I know they would have loved it. So if they ever come to visit, I would love to bring them there. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna get started with this little haul because I have a few things that I've kind of like gathered in the past month that I feel like I want to talk about. So I'm gonna start with a few things from M&S. Okay, hopefully I'm not blurry. But M&S is really great for basics, I have to say. And we had a voucher that we won from M&S for £100, and we thought we might as well use it. So we didn't spend any of our own money on these things, which is why I was saying that I've been doing really good at not spending my own money. And these are actually really useful things that I bought. So they are clothing items. Basically, earlier this month we went through a really cold snap, which was not fun. It was freezing, and I needed some pieces that were fleecy and warm and thermal, and just I needed that desperately being here in the UK. So from M&S, I got this kind of beige nude color, cream color top, and it's got that kind of really warm fleecy interior without being overly warm. I will link everything I talk about below. M&S also has kind of like low, medium, and high warmth levels for like their clothing or their thermal pieces, and this was medium, and that was perfect because I've worn this a few times already and I don't sweat, which for me is awesome because sometimes in the winter when you're layered up, especially wearing like really warm fleecy things like this, like I personally can get sweaty, but actually I love this, you guys. The medium like warmth level, I don't know how to describe that, but that was perfect. I wouldn't go any higher. I absolutely love it. I tried to get it as close to like skin color, for my skin color at least, as I could because I want to wear it under lots of things, and I have already. Again, it's been really great. On the freezing cold days that we had this month, I didn't feel cold, and it was thanks to this and a couple other things that I'm going to show you. So I highly recommend it. I think I just got a size 10, which is my usual size, and I really love it. It keeps me warm without being too warm and like sweaty, so definitely recommend that. And these I have also been wearing non-stop. These are just some fleece-lined leggings. And I personally love to wear these on their own at home, but if I'm going out, I will put them under my pants. So whether I'm wearing jeans or any other kind of pants, I will wear these or like fleece-lined tights under my pants to stay extra warm. I've worn them under jeans. They're not too bulky. They're actually really pretty good for being like fleece-lined. And again, I think they were like the medium level of warmth, and they're really great. So again, I wore them on like the coldest day of the year so far. I know it's only January, but you know what I mean. It was a really cold day and I wore them and I was perfectly fine. So this in combination with that fleece top, 10 out of 10. It was perfect. I felt so comfortable. So I definitely recommend these. I feel like M&S is amazing for basics. Again, you really can't go wrong, and the medium level for these things is spot on. The last thing I got from M&S were some tights. So I wear tights a lot in the fall and winter, and I got these. So these are just some, it says 3 body sensor opaque tights. They were £8 for 3 pairs. And it's the 40 denier tights. If you can see that, I'll link them below. It says keeps you warm when it's cool and cool when it's warm. Now, I can't really say for sure if they'll keep me warm. I wore them once and they didn't keep me warm, but I wore them on their own. Look how tiny they look. I haven't worn these ones yet. I have, again, 2 other pairs that it came with. But I actually have to say, these seem like really good quality. I wore them once, but I got them in a size small. And they fit perfectly. You know, it takes a minute to pull them up, but once they're up, I really, really like them. They're actually, again, they feel like really good quality, because normally the tights that I've gotten in the past, not from M&S, from other places, but they always snag and they always rip. And these ones, I put them on and I was even kind of pulling on them with almost my nails. Not that I have long nails, but I was almost kind of pulling them up like that and nothing. So I do need to be more careful, but actually, again, even having them on, they just feel like such good quality for £8. So I'm really impressed with them, and 3 pairs are going to be just enough to see me through the rest of winter. Hopefully they'll last longer than that, but you know, even if they didn't, it's fine for the rest of the winter. So yeah, I'm definitely going to throw out my old tights, and these ones are my new go-tos, and I'm really, really loving them. So I plan to wear them more. And another thing I love with these kinds of tights, because they're opaque and they're just thin and like, you know, they're kind of sheer because I got the 40 denier tights. I love wearing nude fleece-lined tights underneath. That way, when it's cold out, it looks like you're wearing just some sheer black tights when actually you're wearing 2 pairs. And it's not the most comfortable, but it's a nice look so that, again, it looks like you're wearing sheer black tights over just your skin. But actually, you've got some nude tights that are warm and fleecy, and then these go on top. So it's kind of my little hack for the winter, which I love. So that is everything from M&S. Tom got a few other things as well, and again, that added up to £100, which was amazing. So I think we won that with Classic FM. The radio station. So yeah, we won £100 for M&S. So we're still winning lots of competitions, which is hilarious. But yeah, I haven't been sharing all of them, but we've won a couple really big ones recently. So we're really looking forward to sharing that with you soon. But the next thing I got was also not my own money. Technically, this was a gift from my grandma, because for Christmas she gave me money and I spent that money on this. So this is from my grandma. So I love the brand Mint Velvet. It's a UK brand. I love everything in there. We went into Mint Velvet yesterday in Bath, and it's a little pricey, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I had a bit more money, I would shop there all the time, because those pieces are so me and I love them. But yeah, a bit expensive on their own at full price. So I came across this dress actually a while ago, last time I was here. So this was months ago now that I discovered this dress on Mint Velvet's website. Fell in love with it, but I believe it was maybe around £100 originally, maybe even more. And I just thought, nah, like, I'm not going to spend that on this dress. It's not, I don't know. I love it, but I was not going to spend that much. So since then, it has gone down in price. It was still expensive. I believe I paid around £76 for this dress, which I know is still a lot, but I love it. I fell in love with it. Now I'm going to try it on for you. Oh my gosh, guys, this dress is so me. So this is what it looks like. Hopefully I'll be able to show it to you properly. It's going to be so hard because it is a like maxi type dress. It might even be a midi. I haven't even tried it on yet. So this is what it looks like. It's got this sheer kind of mesh part at the top with a beautiful little ruffle design on the neck and the shoulders. And then it goes into this beautiful polka dot pattern. And then at the bottom, it kind of has these layers to it. So it's like smaller polka dots and bigger polka dots. And I love it so, so much, you guys. Oh my gosh, like I cannot wait to wear it. I'm waiting till it gets warmer, obviously. But oh my goodness, it is such a me dress and it was so worth it. I love it and I cannot wait to wear it soon. So yeah, that was basically a gift from my grandma and I'm so grateful. Let me see if it'll say. Yeah, the full price, wow, $180. This was originally $180. I would have never spent that. I wouldn't have spent $100. Again, I think I spent around $76, which even that was a bit of like a, am I gonna do that? But it wasn't my own money, so I figured I would just do it. So thank you to my grandma for this beautiful dress. I cannot wait to wear that. As soon as spring comes, I will be wearing this. Next is something very exciting that I wasn't really planning on buying yesterday, but we came across them and they were a great price. So this I did spend my own money on, but it was worth it. So we went into Monsoon and I really like Monsoon. I feel like it's probably targeted toward women who are a bit older than me, but I genuinely love it. Like, you know me by now. My style is definitely more elegant and quite different to how people my age typically dress. I've always been that way though, even in high school. I probably looked ridiculous wearing my blazers and, you know, whatever, but I loved it. That's just my personal style and I was never afraid to show it. So we went into Monsoon and they were having a sale and I wasn't really gonna even look at the shoes. I was about to walk out and then I was like, let me look at the shoes. Well, I bought a pair and come on, like, come on, look at these. Okay, I've been wanting a pair of like burgundy shoes and Mary Jane's are, I know they're kind of trendy, but to be honest, I do feel like they are still quite timeless because, you know, women used to wear these back in the day and even though they're on the trendy side, I just kind of like they'd never really go out of style. Like, I'd still wear these in a few years' time. And I've been wanting a pair, but I haven't really found ones that I liked enough. And originally I wanted a neutral color. I do still want a pair of black ones, a pair of white ones, but these just happened to come first. So these were only $32.50, you guys. And I was like, okay, I might have to do it. So I got them in a size UK 6. I'm normally a UK 7, which is like a US 8. But the 6 actually fit me well. And I think what helps is that it's got more of a square toe. I just think that's so much more comfortable. I love a pointed toe shoe though, don't get me wrong, but my feet are on the slightly wider side. And so a square toe is honestly life-saving for me. So it's got I can't talk. The 3 straps going across the foot, which at first I was like, oh, that's a lot of work and effort, but it looks really, really nice on. I haven't worn them out. I only bought them yesterday, so I'm hoping they're comfortable. At least they were only $32.50 though, so if they're uncomfortable, like, at least I didn't spend a fortune, but I do hope they're comfy enough. I plan to wear them with tights. I don't think I'd ever wear them just with my bare foot in it, so hopefully there wouldn't be any like rubbing on the back of the foot with this, you know, the back of the shoe. But I love this color. I've been wanting a pair of shoes in this kind of burgundy color for a while, and again, I couldn't pass up on the price. That was amazing. So I got these, and they came in black, and I was gonna buy the black pair too, but they didn't have them in my size in person, so I'm gonna look. I mean, I did look online already, but I want to wear these out first because there's no point buying another pair in a different color if they're not comfortable. So I'm gonna give them a try. I need to plan an outfit around them, but oh my gosh, you guys, the heel height is perfect. They're so lovely, and oh, that color, oh my goodness. I am a huge lover of burgundy at this time of year, so originally these would have been £65, and yeah, they were half off, so I got so lucky walking into that. So they had other Mary Janes and other really cute shoes there as well for great prices, but I couldn't buy them all, so these are the ones I went with. Now the last thing in this haul is something that I bought when I was here last. I'm pretty sure I bought these in late September, and I only got to wear them for the first time yesterday. I've been away, so like, I haven't been able to wear them. These are some boots that I bought from Jones Bootmaker, which I love them. Like, Jones Bootmaker has some gorgeous shoes, really high quality, lovely shoes. And I got some boots. So I probably talked about it last year, but my boots, I had some black boots that were just from like Kohl's they weren't anything special. I had them for a few years and they definitely fell apart. They didn't last. They weren't real leather. And I thought to myself, okay, I want some actual black boots that are real leather, that are gonna last and are simple. I didn't want any crazy trendy design details. You know me, I'm all about classic timeless pieces, minimalism for the most part. And that's what these are. So they are nothing crazy to look at, but they're exactly what I wanted and needed. This is what they look like. Again, they are super simple. There's nothing crazy about them. And that's exactly why I wanted them. So they have a little design detail here where it's almost like a fabric part at the back, maybe just for extra stretch, but they fit my legs so perfectly. When I put them on, the guy was like, the way that just zipped up your leg like was perfection. And I really, really love them. So it's just got a simple rounded toe. Again, there's literally nothing trendy about them. They are timeless. And again, that is why I wanted them. So they weren't cheap. They probably could have been much more expensive, but I think it was a good price, and for me it'll be worth it. Again, I get so much wear out of these kinds of shoes, and I've never had actual real black leather boots. I have some white ones that I kind of thrifted at Heaven's Bazaar, which is a shop in Bradford-on-Avon. But I really needed some black knee-high boots like this because I wear these constantly in the fall and winter. And so I really, really needed some. So I got them in September, wore them for the first time yesterday and loved them. The guy was really good at his job because he also sold us a waterproofing spray and kind of like a cream that you kind of rub into the shoes with a brush. We haven't done that. We did the waterproofing because I wasn't sure if it would rain yesterday. Thankfully it didn't, but it just made me feel better knowing we protected them just in case. So we bought the waterproofing spray and we have the cream that he sold us as well, to kind of help just keep them shiny, which again, we need to use that cream. And again, like what's crazy is when you have something that's real leather or real suede or natural fibers, natural materials, you really have to work extra hard at taking care of it. So yes, it's more effort, but it's worth it because they're more likely to last. So for me, it was just worth it. So I absolutely love them. I can't remember what I spent, but I think I have the receipt somewhere. And guys, I finished the Knock 'Em Out series by Lucy Score. I just filmed a review, spoiler free, so that's going to be the next video to go up after this vlog, so definitely check it out. I mean, I don't know, it might be the next one. If not, it might already be up. We'll see. But oh my goodness, these were phenomenal. Loved them. Couldn't recommend them more. So definitely, once my review is up, check it out. But yeah, I finished them all. I finished each one, took me like 3 to 4 days to read. If that tells you anything, they were great. But I think that has to be it for this video. This vlog has been very all over the place, so I've been really struggling with what to include because I filmed clips from earlier this month and I just wasn't happy with the results. I'm a bit of a perfectionist at times, maybe all the time. But yeah, I just need to get this video up so I can move on because I was like, I don't know what to include. I keep filming things and I don't like how they look and blah, blah, blah. So we're moving on. I'm gonna finish this video here. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next one.